Here I am, drenched 100%. Alright guys, what's going on? This is GV Motoring. And boy, do I have an opportune moment for a video, huh? This is what to do when it starts raining and you're riding on a motorcycle. So I'm here in lovely Miami, Florida. I checked the forecast. It did not say rain, but you can never trust the forecast out here is what I'm learning. Now I'm close enough to home to continue my ride home all the way. This is funny. Wow. But rule number one, if you're really far and you think it's gonna pass over, just stop, find coverage, and don't attempt to ride. In my case, I'm close enough to home, I have work in a bit, so why not just take a shower and enjoy the ride. I don't like getting my bike wet and never leave this out in the rain or anything like that. This is uncomfortable. But I want to give you some tips and tricks of what to do when you're riding in the rain. Some of y'all have been on road trips where this is normal, and everyone's going to get caught in the rain at least once. Or otherwise you're not really riding. So first of all, reduce your speed. You are not going anywhere fast when it's raining. If you're like me this morning and you're not wearing any gear, rain hurts when you're going 30 miles an hour. It feels like you're getting stung by a bee over and over and over again. But that's okay. What's not okay is the oil that seeps out of the ground under raining conditions. So when it rains, all the oil that comes from our lovely cars that's trapped underground finds its way up. It seeps up. And in this case in Florida, we have flooding. So with that, you need to go extra slow. You cannot accelerate hard. You cannot brake hard. The performance of your bike is drastically reduced. I'd argue by 70%. Okay, so you drive slow. Doesn't matter if someone's beeping, it doesn't matter anything. You go at a speed in which you're comfortable with. Number two, know where your exhaust exits in terms of height and where your intake is in terms of height. So sport bikes are generally up here. Harleys have them off the side, things like that. It's very, very, very rare that you'll come in conditions in which you'll be flooding it, but much like a car, a motorcycle can get submerged underwater. Look at these puddles, for example. Now, as sport bike riders, we have performance-oriented tires. They are not meant for these conditions. I remember I almost bought tires more aggressive than the ones I have, but then I thought to myself, rain. And I'm glad I did. So I'm not going to exceed 30 miles an hour at all. This is a rule for when you're riding anyways, always, but we're talking about time gaps and time cushions, right? So you should be looking 2 seconds ahead, 4 seconds ahead, and 12 seconds ahead of you. For example, I saw this huge puddle coming up, so I slowed it down in advance. I'm also off to the side here because all the flooding is amassing on the right side. These time cushions are literally lifesavers when you are riding a motorcycle under any condition, even more so in dangerous conditions such as these. These time cushions have continuously saved me in terms of f***ed up situations. For example, if I was a little closer in that Nissan, I saw it veering into the lane, you know it's turning. You don't need to wait for a turn signal. Turning. Slow and steady wins the race in the rain. Don't go too slowly, you'll tip over. But don't go too fast where your wheels will just give out from under you. Look at this. This goes back to the time cushion. I saw the flooding here, and I took it slow. On most roads, the center of the road will be the most elevated point. That's intentional for siphoning the rain. So if it, you know, the conditions are safe and you can do it, find that highest elevated point and avoid the puddles. I'm gonna go back to rule number one. Rule number one, safest thing you can do is seek cover and stop riding until it has passed over. Once the rain has passed over, it's even argued that you should wait another 5 to 10 minutes so the oil that has found its way back up find its way back deep into the ground. So this is only if you must, for whatever reason, ride. In fact, a lot of people even in cars stop driving when it's raining. Once again, folks, braking and accelerating is drastically reduced. We're gonna summarize it. It starts raining and you're riding, what should you... Oh, look at that. I barely can get my foot on the ground. What should you do? Stop. And if you can't stop for whatever reason, slow down. When you come to a slow speed, don't worry about the other vehicles. Worry about yourself. Braking and accelerating are reduced by 70%. You are riding as if you're in your learner's course. And if you haven't done a learner's course, you are riding as if it's the first time. Don't trust your tires, don't trust your brakes, and find elevated ground on the roads. I'm sorry if this video is blurry. It is truly pouring here. I am drenched 100%, and this is what it's like to ride in the rain. I hope this helps. This is a little quick guide. Thanks for watching.